This video brought to you by Coffee Brand Coffee. It's the best coffee branded coffee that's coffee that's branded coffee. It's coffee. It's really good coffee. You should check it out. Go to coffeebrandcoffee.com. Use promo code VETS. That's VETS VETS. Get 10% off. Coffee!
I have a knife in my foot, Sergeant.
Oh, yes. Of course. That's it. The knife. What is your name, soldier?
Spitty Riker.
No. Your name is Private Idiot. Do you know why?
Because I have a knife in my foot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Knife Hands. How's everyone doing? Hello to everyone. Hello to Emily Vestal, already popping in here. Just became a new member of the Simple Jack membership. Go. There we go.
You are Simple Jack.
Welcome, Emily. Welcome. Yeah, if you didn't see my comment, I thought you were asking when do we do this. We do these shows every Thursday and every Saturday, always at 10 o'clock Eastern, with some exceptions. This Saturday will be on Sunday. We're going to do Skinamax Sunday instead of Saturday because there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on Saturday. So I'd like to do that. So put it on your calendar. Make sure you come back here on Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern for a special Halloween edition of Skinamax Sunday. So thank you guys very much. Oh, by the way, got to give a proper salute to Emily. Every single, we always got to play our drinking game. Any single super chat, membership, all that good stuff. Cheers to you. And we take a little drink. The topics tonight, I'll tell you what, guys. I actually had to narrow it down this time. There's so much shit going on in the world. I had to really prioritize what we're going to talk about because I'm fucking overwhelmed. The world is on fire right now. What do you guys think? Devil made me do it. Is this all your fault?
Might be. No, I think that there's a lot of stuff. It does seem like it's all kind of hitting at once, but I think that's how it usually is. Doesn't like shit happen in like threes, right?
Oh,
Death
yeah.
happens in threes. Yeah, it's like one thing hits, and then before you even get to breathe from that one, you get hit with another one, and so
yeah,
it's part of the course, I think.
So that's my nice sly way to also give you your introduction if you want to go ahead and
Oh yeah, I'm Devil Made Me Do It. Now like 3 on the Twitters. Check me out on Beelza Hub. Check out Beelza Pub every Saturday morning at 12 a.m. Pacific. Check out Engage, Get Ranked. I'm everywhere.
Yep.
Well, you are the devil.
Yep. You are the devil.
So it fits.
And Venom Blade, am I fashionably late? No, we are. Always. You're not late. Green-haired, anti-liberal Tiff. We call her Gal, Marine Corps veteran. Hoorah!
Hoorah. Hope everybody's having a good night. Hi. I'm here. I'm alive. You can find me on my channel and mostly here and Dermy's channel on Friday.
Yes.
And
Thank you
then
very much.
apparently it's going to be a Vets Talkin' going into Horny Alf channel on Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. We did our very first game stream, official game stream last Sunday, which I did not make it to. I had to get up early the next morning. I think you guys started at like 12 Central, 1 o'clock Eastern.
It was
really late. That's the point. It was really late.
It was 9 for me, so that's you're 3 hours ahead. Yeah,
I'm in California. Everything's early for me. Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, that doesn't make sense.
So I mean, yeah, we may, if you want to keep on doing the show like that on Sunday, then we may keep on doing that. But I've got to find something to. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it that late every single Sunday. I do want to get on there. But thank you very much. Hey, what's up, Robin Banks? Hey, Adam and chat in the panel. How you doing? A friend of mine from Charlie Foxtrot's here at the lake. All right, I'm gonna say hello to some of our amazing chatters up here. Bubba, motherfucking Ford, what's up, bro? Semper Supra.
I was trying to remember it. It was like Semper. What is it?
And it's like, God, we always forget what the hell.
No, I meant like the Supra part. It's
always.
I always forget the freaking.
Always above.
Above, yes.
Yeah, always above. Yeah. Yes.
I'm like airborne, always airborne. No, that's not it.
We don't say always airborne. I think a lot of people think that.
No. But it's in my head, always above.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I mean, not above.
I'm tracking. Bring back common sense, our awesome Aussie from down under, who doesn't exist because Australia doesn't exist. Emily Vestal popped in here. Thank you for your Thank you very much, Emily. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. The devil does not appreciate that.
Nope, I'm an unappreciator.
Clinton House, Leighton Gaynade. Yeah. Well, this isn't a new emoji, but we got the HOG army emoji's been on there for a while. Just people haven't been using it. It's really hard with emojis. It's really hard to make out. If you put anything with letters or anything, they're just so damn small. It's hard to really make out what they are.
That's what she said.
Not funny. GR, good evening,
hilarious
GR.
To me.
Dude, we had so many people asking for you on the Monday stream that I did.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got fans, gal. You got actual fans. You're gonna have to pop on there sometime. Or I'm gonna do that. I might do it weekly, but at the very least, it's just something like if I feel like going out to one of these bars out here and just sit back and smoke a stogie. Yeah. I got me and old man Mike. We both like our cigars, so just something to chill out, have a beer, and do that. So we may, I don't know. I guess it'll just be more like whenever I feel like it kind of thing. But it may always be Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, if you're gonna come on, you gotta start smoking cigars, there, Tiff.
I'll work on it.
All right.
I used to smoke Swisher Sweets.
Yeah, that doesn't count. No, that does not count. No. How dare you for even insinuating that might be okay. Tommy Walker.
It's okay. You're just racist.
I used to roll something with those.
Against bad cigars. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I'm talking about the stigma behind Swisher Sweets, but you do you.
Oh, you're insinuating because it's a black thing. Oh, I see how you are. Oh yeah, it's because everything is racist, right?
Everything is racist.
Who else we got? Vince G. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Vince G. I always said hi to Venom Blade, fellow Army veteran. Gives no fucks. Wow, it took me 5 minutes to find the chat bar. I'm sorry. Not my fault. And I think that is about it. Where does Gay Boy where's Gay Boy? Did we finally piss him off? I'm assuming talking about Dermy. Why
so many? It's hard to know who he's talking about.
Dermy never seems to be he rarely is on here on Thursday. What's he doing on Thursday night? So important.
He already signed on to be on Static Show, and now they're also starting Anime Odyssey, and that's another one he's on, I think, on Thursdays. So
okay, well, he's just so fucking special, isn't he?
I mean,
Break V, Sergeant V. Let's put out an Angus report for World War III. I I know, dude. This is the world is on fire, and we are steaming very fast into that fire. And Zombie Box Reviews came in with this $2 super sticker. Thank you, buddy. Cheers to you, my friend. That is much appreciated. For anyone who doesn't know, but I don't think there is anyone who doesn't, we do play our drinking game on pretty much every time now. Any single super chat, do social, $20 or more, and that does mean also for gifted memberships or more, and do shots. So thank you all very much. You know what? Before we get into the world burning, I saw this pop up right before I got everything set up. So I'll figure check on this first and see what everyone thinks about this. I did not even realize this. Today is the 1 year anniversary since Elon Musk bought Twitter.
It's been 1 year?
Been a year.
That's
Sounds about right.
Yeah. This is posted by X. I'm sure it must have got shared by Elon. That's probably why I got a notification. It says, okay, everyone get ready to pop the champagne because today marks 1 year. Over the last 12 months, we shipped 100 plus features in total, most of which we've built in public, but I'm not going to go over all of it. I guess just good to be able to ask, what do you guys think about Twitter, which I refuse to call X? Maybe one of these days will finally give in. But what do you guys think about Twitter in this entire year since Elon bought it?
Time flies when you're still being suppressed on nap. No, I think a couple things have changed for the better, but it also, I don't know. It wasn't what we were promised, I think. Especially with the fact that all he's done is, instead of adding a bunch of new stuff and making it really worth your money to try to go for Twitter Blue, all he does is keep taking away stuff we used to have for free and putting it behind the paywall. So yeah, and not as impressed as I was hoping for.
What do you think, Gal? Well, Gal, you didn't even get on Twitter until you started on the channel here.
I was just like, I've really only been on since like April or
yeah.
June.
Okay, so yeah, you don't get to
like. My opinion is, why can't I send gifts with like Wi-Fi on? I always have to shut my well, it's been better lately, but like in messages and in tweets, half the time I have to shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone in order to send a freaking gift.
I think that's more a problem with your setup than anything
else.
I've never heard of that.
Multiple people have had problems with that.
Really?
Yeah. Gifts for some reason. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi but yeah, sometimes you'll try to send a gift and it'll just keep coming up where it won't go through. And no matter how many times you try.
Yep.
Tommy Walker shots. I'm 10 beers in and just started Irish coffee. Why, you are you know how to party on Thursday night there, buddy. I'll say this about Twitter. Is it perfect? By no means is it perfect. I will say, though, it is much better as far as freedom of speech goes than it was. And again, is it perfect? No. I know my account, my old Soldier Spirit account, has not been brought back. I gotta try arguing for that again. But a lot of other people still haven't been able to get their accounts back. But overall, though, I mean, we're not being censored like we used to be. You know, trying to speak over on Twitter was almost as scary as talking over here on YouTube. There's so many things we can't say. They'll just nix this channel completely. And that was the same over on Twitter. You know, I spoke out against Biden and the Democrats during the 2020 election, and I got canceled for it, and still hasn't come back. So, but yeah, it's better, just not perfect.
I don't know if it's if the last regime left it in such shambles and it was so bad that he still, after a year, hasn't been able to really work out all the things. But you're still having people sometimes get banned for the stupidest stuff. It's like with Melee Games. Remember, he was ixnayed his channel for 5 days, and they wouldn't tell him why, and he had no idea why. So it is better, but like I said, there's still also this thing where you don't know if you say the wrong thing, you're gonna lose your channel. Because I still have those problems. And when we are told that Elon said that when he took over, the only way you would get a permanent ban is if you said something that was against the law, if it broke a law. That's the only way you would get a permanent ban. And there's still people who aren't allowed on the thing, like Alex Jones, a couple others there, and people are still getting banned, and we aren't being told why. And that was another thing he promised. He promised clarity. He promised that if you got in trouble, I would tell you why you got in trouble so we could fix it.
Yeah.
And we still haven't been getting that information. We just get banned. So it's definitely not perfect, but it is better. I will admit that's better.
Yeah. I get, you're completely right on all those points, you know. I guess
get
from
rid of the CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the biggest.
Yakarina.
I mean, yeah, we had such high hopes, and then as soon as we heard who he was going to hire as the CEO, like everything
And when
crashed.
she took the reins from him, like it was almost instantaneous, it seemed.
Yeah. And it's so weird, and it's so silly the way he did it too. You know, putting a vote out there, or poll, and say, "I will honor this if I should drop, leave as as CEO or whatever."
Yeah,
he knew he knew that was gonna happen. Just for the pure fucking hatred that these maniacs have. I mean, I wonder how many accounts got made, so much time wasted just to sway that poll.
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I figured it's worth talking about. All in all, yeah, it's still better. But it's a long way from perfect, and it will be perfect, guarantee it.
Right.
And it is very curious to see where it's going to go too, because he wants to make it an everything app. So
I do find it curious how, like, with Melee James and he never got a reason why, yet friggin' OnlyFans bitches bot account things can have full vagina and tits out.
Yeah, no, it's I have no idea how it works.
Interesting thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's full on pornography on Twitter. Yep. I don't get how that's allowed. I know I know the first time I saw, I don't even remember how. I just came across, I think somebody followed me or something, and all of a sudden just
That's how it happened to me.
Yeah, like kitties just all of a sudden showed up. Like, what the hell is going on here? And then I learned there's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly all right.
I was, literally someone followed me and I was like, oh, who's that? I click on it and it was just like all of her tits out. And I'm like, that's a bot.
I just delete them because I was all like, ain't nobody that hot following me. So yeah, if you're a hot chick and your picture's a hot chick and you follow me, chances are I'm deleting you.
They just they got a thing for the devil. They got a thing for the bad
What
boys.
am I, chopped liver?
No.
I knew you before you started following me. In fact, I think I was the one who told you needed to get a Twitter, because when I tried to follow you, but I can't find you. I don't have a Twitter. I'm only on Instagram. I was all like, why the fuck not?
Because I freaking hated Twitter before Elon.
I agree. Yeah, Twitter was such a cesspool, in my opinion, that I want nothing to do with it. I only even created my account the first time because I want to work in the political sphere. I was working on the Trump campaign in 2020. Not like directly. I was trying to help out in Arizona, but I was like, that's all I want. That's all I made the account for. And and obviously now it's such a necessity now, because all of us in our YouTube sphere all use Twitter basically to communicate. So it's a necessity for us.
And I hate social media was my other reasoning.
I do too. Paul Hadouken. What's up,
Paul,
buddy?
What's up, man?
So yeah, I mean, Facebook's another one. I haven't posted anything on Facebook in years. I don't touch that shit. I fucking hate Facebook. Actually, and that's another one. Actually, at the exact same time that my first Twitter account got nixed, 2 days later, my Facebook disappeared. And I hadn't posted anything on there in like 2 years. So can anyone explain how these are completely independent companies, and yet somehow my Facebook page just disappears magically 2 days after my Twitter does, when I didn't post anything over there?
Yeah. We're all supposed to just think these are coincidences. It's just
Right.
it's
Mhm.
convenient.
Yeah. Just a curious coincidence. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you. I see everyone in here. Welcome all 26 of you here on the YouTube side. I am watching Rumble as well. I got 6 of you over there. Hello, everybody. Don't forget, I will honor the drinking game rules for you over there on Rumble as well. Let's go ahead and get to our first topic, which is not the main topic. I decided this is a good lead in first. I don't know if y'all hadn't heard, Biden wants to send or wants $105 billion. That's billion with a B. Bravo, for national security package to Israel and Ukraine. Now, there's so many different things about this because we all know that our country is dying right now. I mean, we have people who they can't buy a house, they can barely shop for groceries, they can barely put food on the table. But we're sending we want to send $105 billion to Ukraine and Israel. And here's how it's breaking down: $61.4 billion for Ukraine, $14.3 billion for Israel. Is kind of skewed numbers. I'm a little surprised by. $10 billion for humanitarian assistance. And guess what? That also includes Gaza.
Yeah.
Money
We're
to
funding both
freaking
sides.
Gaza. Yes, we're funding both fucking sides. Oh, it's only going to go for humanitarian aid. Yeah? You know that for sure? Did you pinky swear that that's how it's going to work out? Pinky promise? The fucking terrorists and Hamas?
Do you know how much money every year we give to people who like want to kill us? It's freaking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I had that. I think I still have it on here. I could pull it up. All the U.S. foreign aid the numbers are just staggering to Lebanon and to the Arab Emirates. I mean, the people there yelling death to America, and we're giving them money. Your money that you need to buy food and gas that you can't is going to people who want to kill you.
Yeah, don't you love? We're the most powerful country in the world by far. The only person who's country that's even close is China, and even they can't take us on, especially with our navy. And yet we pay all these people to not beat us up like we're the fucking nerd in school. You know, I'll give you my lunch money. Please
Give me
don't
my
hurt me. Type situation. It's so sad.
It's pathetic.
It's so fucked up. Yeah, 7.4 to Taiwan and Indo-Pacific, 13.6 billion to address security at the US-Mexico border. And in what fucking way exactly?
Well, they need blankets and they need food when they come across and put them up in Motel 6. You know, we gotta help everybody in the world.
Yep.
Everybody.
Just kind of glancing through, so I don't see anything about border wall.
Yeah.
I forgot what the number was, but Steven Crowder was talking about this and using this dollar amount and describing it in ways of how many border walls we could build. And so $105 billion for national security package, if I remember, is like 6 border walls. We could use it. This is $6 billion. This is 6 border walls worth of money that we're sending. I think it's probably a lot more than that. But yeah, this $61.4 billion could buy multiple border walls that were given to Ukraine. Instead, we're giving it to Ukraine and we're not protecting our fucking border. And now we're learning we have 26 times more encounters with terrorists on our border since Biden's been president than all of Trump's era.
Jeez.
I'm gonna pull that up. So what do you guys think of that so far?
I have no problem giving aid to our allies, long as it's more in the defensive. Like for the Iron Dome, I have absolutely no problem. I don't think the Iron Dome has really helped them because even though it's shooting down those rockets, it's also allowed them to be in this position where they're like, oh, well, since not that many rockets get through, we'll just put up with it. And so it's like they keep pushing off dealing with Hamas for as long as they did because they felt secure with the Iron Dome. So I don't know if it's 100% as helpful. But I don't mind giving money to help with reloading the Iron Dome rockets to prevent them from being struck. But I do have a problem with us getting involved in a ground war, us supporting a ground war, especially if we're going to be supporting both sides like idiots. So if they want to give humanitarian aid to Gaza, fine, but give it in supplies that only can be used for that. Say you want to rebuild from the explosives, we'll give you the materials to rebuild whatever it takes to rebuild your buildings. Fuel, okay. Food, okay. But don't just write them a blank check. Yeah, medical supplies. Don't write them a blank check because Hamas is in charge of that shit. It's not going to go. In 2 years, all those buildings are still going to be destroyed. All those hospitals are still going to be destroyed. What's not going to be is their stockpile of rockets that they're shooting into Israel, you know? So I just wish they were smarter with the money. I don't mind if you take our taxpayer money and do something you really think, if you really think it'll help us or help our allies. I just wish they used brains when they did it. And unfortunately, our government never uses their brains. They don't have any.
No, government in general is fucking stupid as shit. You know, what scariest words in the wars? I'm from the government. I'm here to help. But this government is just, I say it all the time, and anyone can argue with me. You know, put my tinfoil hat on. I think it's intentional. I think there are bad actors within our government who are working with people like in China and these other shitholes, and they're trying to tear us down. They're trying to tear down and break our knees here in the U.S. Yeah, you look pissed.
I'm not okay with any of our fucking money going to any other fucking country. I'm fucking sick of it. It's bullshit. Oh, they want to do this for their national fucking security for Ukraine and Israel. I'm sorry. Is that our fucking country? Why are our tax dollars going to any other country right now? For national security. Their national security? How about they fucking worry about their own goddamn national security? What about our borders? What about our fucking borders? We have these fucking terrorists coming through. There was a video that I watched today of in like Atlanta, Georgia, some freaking suburb of a city where there's just random friggin' Africans that don't speak any English on these fucking corners that were just dropped off there. It's such bullshit. And people sitting here, I'm sorry, Devil, like I understand what you're saying. And sure, it'd be great if we gave them humanitarian support by giving them fucking supplies. But I'm fucking done with all of this shit. Stop using my tax dollars for your bullshit. They're clearly not doing the humanitarian efforts. What they're doing is they're sending money to pay off these motherfuckers, to keep the war machine churning. They need that shit to churn, and they need us pissed off all the time, just like I'm pissed off right now because we can't fucking do anything about it, and it irritates the shit out of me. And I'm sorry, I just can't fucking stand this shit anymore.
I will fuck you up!
Well,
I approve of this.
I don't want my taxpayer money to go to people who hate us and all that stuff. But I think you have to back your friends up. I mean, if you saw a big bunch of dudes beating the shit out of Adam, wouldn't you want to step in? Or would you just, it doesn't really affect me?
Like, are these people really our fucking friends? Are they really?
I think Israel is. I mean, I think
used.
I think there are a couple. Not as many as we consider our friends, like we consider Canada our friend. I don't think Canada's our friend. I think that they they just have no choice. They expect we'll defend them, and so they'll sit there and play like it. But I don't consider them ally. Israel, I do. Israel, I genuinely believe they see themselves as a friend of America. And also, if we ever do get in any other big conflicts in the Middle East, we're going to need a place, and that's a place they definitely use. But I do agree with you that we give our money out way too easily. We give it out with asking nothing in return when we could say, hey,
it should all literally be goods and like services.
Yeah.
No fucking money. I'm done with our money going there.
Oh yeah. And anything we did, I would have a caveat that says if you ever commit terrorism, if you start to permit these bad things from happening in your country, we're cutting it off right then and there. It wouldn't have to go through 5 stages and a bunch of paperwork and votes and shit. It would be like, if you fuck up, your money gets cut off and we're not giving you a damn thing, supplies, money, whatever it is that we're giving. There's so many countries that will literally sit there and chant death to America. And like you said, soldier, the next day they'll cut a check to them.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you look at the situation going on right now with Iran. $6 billion got released to them, and they still will not take that money back.
Yeah.
We know they admitted that they were responsible for the attack on Israel.
Yep.
They gave them the green light. They supplied Hamas. What are you going to say, Tiff?
The one other issue that irritates the fuck out of me that should have went with that rant is prior to COVID, we were what, $33 trillion in debt or some bullshit high number that is basically fucking monopoly money at this point in debt. Our country as a whole. How the fuck are we sending anybody money?
Exactly.
We have no money to fucking send.
That's exactly my point. You're exactly right. And actually, in that, I even forgot it. There's this other part. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even gonna share this video right now, but go ahead. Keep going.
Why do you have to go through a credit check if you're gonna get a car? If you're gonna get a new credit card, like why do we even have a credit history? So you can show that you pay it back, that you can pay it back. Why the hell does our government not have that?
Dude, this last year
with our taxes,
we spent over $6 trillion and made only 4. We had $2 trillion deficit in one fucking year.
Like, how about if you want my fucking tax dollars, you have to show me what the fuck you're doing with it, and you have to fucking pay me back properly. Like, all of us sit here and lend our money to the government because it's easier, and then you get your tax refund. No, they're just getting it. Like, there's no interest compiling on the fact that we just lent them money, that oh, well, you're getting your refund back. Yeah, I want fucking 7 goddamn % interest for that.
Well, taxes, the refund you're getting is because they overcharge you. They don't give you your actual money back. You'll never get all your money back from the government.
We're basically lending them money with no interest coming back to us. Like, why the fuck are we being your goddamn bank and we're not getting anything out of it? Like, people see that refund as, oh, I need my tax refund this year. Fucking no, you don't. And like, I get it because I don't know how to calculate all that shit. I'm not a math person. I'm not a language person. Like that's my strong suit. So yeah, I'm sitting here being a fucking hypocrite. I hate all of it. Get rid of taxes. It's that.
You're absolutely right. And a bear is right here. Yeah, our money's worthless. The growing deficit and inflation. It's IOUs for generations to come. You're absolutely right.
Oh yeah,
absolutely right.
Our government is like a fucking 20-year-old girl with a credit card.
Yes.
Yeah.
She just charges it up, and then when it maxes out, she just gets a new one and pays it off with that one, and then starts charging on another credit card until it all goes up in her face. And that's kind of where our government's going. Is at some point this is gonna. I mean, China owns so much of our debt. If they ever called it in, we have 2 choices. Either we tell them fuck you, which then our credit rating would just collapse. Or we'd have to like literally sell them land, like give them land to try to.
We're not already fucking doing that with BlackRock and Vanguard and
California. You want California?
Right? Here,
give me a reason to get out of here. Give me a reason to get out of this state.
Send it to you via the ocean.
Yeah. Chip off California, sail it over there.
But yeah, okay. So all in all, this all tells us that it's America last. They don't give a shit about our well-being. Absolutely. They don't give a shit about our livelihood. They don't give a shit about our fucking safety. This is from the CBP. This is Border Patrol numbers right here. This second stat down here is terrorism watch list encounters. This is the number of people who were on the terrorist watch list or found on the border. Here is 17 through 20. This is Trump's era right here. Total 2, 6, 3, 3. If I remember right, it's 11, right? Yeah. Wait. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 14. My brain no work
I
good.
just told you language is my strong suit, so
I think the number I see
confuses him.
Oh, I know what it was. When I watched this on Crowder. That's why I was confused. They were just talking about the southern border. On the southern border, it was 11, but total it's 14. Altogether, Liz, 172 in 2023 alone. 172 terrorists have been encountered with. This is a total of 286 terrorists on the terror watch list in Biden's presidency.
Yeah. Let's just say that if there's no way they're catching everyone. Our border is too porous.
This is just a fraction of what's coming over the board. These are the ones we just caught.
And like, I feel like it's the ones that they chose to catch, so they can show that they're catching them.
Oh yeah, no, I have no doubt. I mean, same thing. Yeah, tinfoil hat on. Sure, I guarantee that there's probably people who are smuggling these people in. They're setting up for a new 9/11. That's what they're trying to do. I guarantee. Here's my theory. Tinfoil hat on. They want to trigger mass violence. Nothing right now is working. They can't do the COVID thing again. Right now, I don't think the race relations is going to work. I don't think they can do a George Floyd 2.0. They, in order to actually rig this election, in order to make this so difficult to say you have to stay home and do mail-in balloting again, I think they're going to set up for a massive amount of terrorist violence and possibly even hope from them that China is going to do something like invade us.
Well, in the last time I did a rant, you know my exact opinion on that. Like, they're trying to get us in World War III, and they built the border open for a reason, and that is it. They know that right now no one wants World War III. They see what's going on. Their eyes were open with COVID, so they don't trust anything to do with the government and what the media says and everything to do with that. So if something bad happens, like a Pearl Harbor, a 9/11, guess what? There's wars going on. I wonder who it's going to be. Was it Russia? Was it Palestine? Was it China? It's going to be all the big bad.
Here's the thing is that right now Iran, they're stoking a fire right now for a fight with Iran. And who's got Iran's back? Russia and China and North Korea.
You want to know what I think is going to happen? I might be trying to be Alex Jones here, but I also might be right.
You said Alex Jones.
I think that Biden I don't think they're going to invade us, but I do think it's going to have to do with China. I think China is going to make a push on either Taiwan or another country in the South China Sea. And we're going to go in to push them back as essentially like a wag the dog kind of situation, a fake Cold War type situation. And you're right. They're going to use that as you got to keep Biden in because this is not the time for change. This is not the time
change.
Biden's doing such a great job with this. And the reason why is because he's going to be in cahoots with them. They're going to make a deal that says, okay, we're going to act like we're fighting you on this, but ultimately we'll let you take a certain portion of this land and hold it. And we act like we're, on the brink of world war. So I can keep my spot. That's it.
I mean, same thing like in the Star Wars prequels, given fucking Chancellor Palpatine full authority to just stay in and do whatever he wants. And you're absolutely right. I can definitely see them trying to do that. Now, still having control of the House, that'd be very difficult for that to happen. However, I guarantee our government is so fucking swampy. There can be a way they can get away with it. That would cause mass violence. I guarantee that would be the last straw to break for a lot of fucking people in this country. But like we're talking about, they'll end up putting out martial law. It'll be a fucking mess. What's up, Bug?
Hello,
welcome. I think it's your first time on Vets Talking, right?
Yeah, always nice to pop my cherry.
Okay, let's pop that thing. By the way, Mr. Bug here is the one who created both of our new openers, so thank you very much to that, Mr. Bug. Thank you, buddy. They are awesome. I've got a lot of compliments on the Knife Hands one. Thank you, dude.
I do find it hilarious, like for my my intro in it, like my picture is smiling as I'm yelling at that bitch on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, the smile doesn't exactly make it as intimidating as it should be, but
You
it's
look
kind of also-
sadistic. I think it makes you look sadistic as fuck. It works.
I mean, yeah, you're literally just like mocking Pelosi for eating the pizza. You're just like you're a horrible woman.
That was going to be my point, but at the same time, it makes him like a fucking crazy person. So it's very mean.
I've been having a hard time finding serious faces with Lee because every time I go on your freaking Instagram or wherever to like cyber stalk you and find your pictures for memes, you're always smiling or giving a little face like and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? She's supposed to be pissed in the meme.
Well, now you can just rewind this video and get a really angry tiff.
God. Just fucking over here yelling with knife hands. It's fun.
Well, that's what we call it. That's what we call it.
Or just screenshot every time she like ever talks to Dermy because she always has the scowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's pure anger and vitriol there whenever Dermy opens his gay mouth. So here's another just to add more to this. This memo went out to the San Diego field offices for let's see, who is this? I think it's the NSA. Anyways, this is at a time when the FBI and all kinds of agencies were trying to claim that there's no concern about potential terrorism acts or anything like that. They literally put this out here to warn everyone. It says, breaking, Hamas could be entering through the U.S.-Mexico border. According to an internal memo, federal officials are warning that members of Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and Hezbollah could be entering the U.S. through the southern border. And still, though, yes, this is Internal Customs CBP document. And still, we're just letting it stay wide the fuck open. Come on in, everybody. What was that number again? 286 have been caught crossing the southern border, or both borders actually, on the terror watch list. And we're still more worried about saying $105 billion for Israel, Ukraine, and Palestine.
Bush McFadden in chat, basically, that's my point. I was like, could be. Were you born fucking yesterday? Like, seriously, could be. Welcome to the world. Water is wet. Like, what the fuck else do you want me to say here?
That's a great fucking point. Yeah, it says they could be.
Like, fucking eat me. Could be. God.
They are. We know they are. Anyways, Mr. Bugger, are these the kind of conversations you like?
I mean, they're conversations to have. I don't personally seek them out. If I get caught up in one, I'll maybe put my 2 cents in it. All I've got is, well, countries and shit, and everything seems to be playing out like every horrible movie I've seen. Like the whole terrorists going through the Mexican border. I'm pretty sure Sicario 2 was the exact plot line of that.
Right.
Bug clicked on the link on accident.
I'll be real. I had 2 options. It was either work on a meme just for shits and giggles and then be lonely for the rest of the night, or just be here and have conversations. So
well, appreciate having you here, buddy.
That's one of my favorite memes ever is the one of Biden and what do you call her? Kamala Harris, and it says shits and giggles.
Oh.
But,
you gotta find that and pull that up. You gotta find that, man.
Oh God, it was so long ago. I can't find it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's so great. Oh God, he's collapsing, man. It's like every damn time he's on camera now, it looks like he's shitting his pants.
It does.
Every damn time. Time for a little break. Clinton hash pop in $20. Says party juice break. The time of night, I suggest an Irish whiskey. Nice sugar cookie, mellow, and something you can slide back in your chair with. All right. Thank you for the suggestion. Irish whiskey, I'm not a big fan of. I drank some amazing Scotch the other night. I really enjoy. My redneck Riviera here's a blended whiskey. I'm not so much of a fan of the Irish whiskey, to be honest. Maybe I just hate the Irish. Funny story. I thought I was Irish my entire life. My dad's side of my family always claimed like my dad's side is almost 100% Irish, so I always thought I was 50. My sister took the test, almost no Irish in there.
Nice.
It's like I'm less Irish than what's her face is Indian.
I am very much Irish.
I saw that from Clinton out of the corner of my eye. I thought he was giving us a dessert recipe.
Oh, right.
It's an Irish dessert.
The Irish whiskey along with the sugar cookie and mellow and marshmallow. Like that's it. But to each their own there, buddy. But I really appreciate it. So cheers.
It has begun.
Accidentally
Cheers.
clicked that when you were still talking, did you?
What? You talking shit?
You were still talking, but you had clicked the "it has begun."
Oh, you know what it is? Like there's a time delay. So I've noticed that when I've rewatched it, is that like what I did is I actually clicked it right after I stopped talking, but because of the time delay on you seeing me, then that ends up overlapping. Yeah. So I gotta remember that you gotta like wait a quick beat after you're done talking to allow the delay to go.
Gotcha.
Thank you for getting things started off right there, Clinton. I wasn't gonna. I thought about playing this whole damn thing, just more ranting and getting pissed off about the entire waste of fucking money thing. I'm not gonna play this fucking idiot, but here's a fucking. I was going to say a word that probably would have been very bad for YouTube, but a beautiful and brave transgendered individual who's just got the surgery done and is essentially bragging that this person got it because they're in the military and our tax dollars paid for it.
So, I don't know.
This says so. Lives to TikTok. This man who thinks he's a woman underwent a full gender transition. So that means top and bottom, which only 2%. If y'all didn't know, only like 2% of these transgendered individuals actually do the bottom surgery. Only 2
out of less than 1% of the population. So that shows you just how few.
To change his face to appear like a female, it didn't cost him anything because he's in the military and they paid for it using our tax dollars. The military uses our tax dollars to fund all kinds of sex change surgeries for service members who are confused about their identity. And this what we talked about this before. They want these mentally ill people in our military. Why else would they be doing this? This is more incentive for these fucking people than college. The big incentive used to be you get free college. Now it is you get your dick chopped off.
Well, how much is one tour? How long is your first tour? Isn't it like 4 years you have to sign on for originally?
It can depend. They're like infantry can do like 2 years with certain situations.
Do you mean the contract in the military or deployment, Devil?
I think he's talking. I'm sure he's talking about a time in service.
Okay. Yeah, you just have to when you sign on to when they let you walk out.
Quick answer can be I think from 2 to 4 years.
So let's say I sign on and somehow I get a 2-year thing. I go in there, I get my doctor says I need that surgery to be my true self, and so they pay for it. You have the time for all the pre-op, all the post-op, all the healing and stuff like that. I'm out practically a year of dealing with the surgical stuff. That means you guys are paying for 2 years of this guy's thing and the surgery on top of the surgery, because he still gets his check, he still gets his paycheck, right?
Yep.
For 1 year worth of service.
And he don't gotta do shit. There's already mandates. I think I might have pulled up the mandate that went out when it came to acknowledging or how we're treating transgender service members. Yeah, if they're going through their shit, or even if there's any mental repercussions for it, then they don't have to deploy. They ain't got trained. They don't got to deploy. They are fucking just sucking up our goddamn fucking taxpayer dollars to sit on their ass with their fucking weenies chopped off. They don't got to do shit.
And then a soldier has some sort of issue from his deployment, something that happened to him while he's over there, and he goes to the VA to get help with and stuff. They sit there and scrutinize it and say, well, did you really suffer that when you were out there? Or was that a pre-existing condition? Do we really need it? No, I had PTSD before I went, you assholes. Of course. It's hard for soldiers in the military or out of the military to get help with what they suffered because of serving this country. But yet these people, they can get a fucking $40,000 freaking surgeries worth of surgery, and all they have to do is say, I feel a little feminine today. That's just bullshit to me.
So
Go
I
ahead.
do want to mention, I don't know if you saw a lot of this, Adam.
I know you're going to talk about the titty thing. Yeah.
So there are women that use our tax dollars in the military so they can get bigger tits. It happens.
Yeah.
Now, the argument for the difference here. So basically what happens is these women that are part of the itty bitty titty committee say that it's a mental issue for them, that they're not mentally stable because they're so insecure about having small breasts that they go through the whole rigmarole that guy fucking talks about, where you have to go through all the paperwork and your command has to sign off on it. And you have to go through all these meetings and pre-op and blah, 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 get it signed off. And then you can get your fucking double Ds if you so feel. Now, the difference here with transgender motherfuckers, they're going to be signed up for life on fucking medication, especially for the fake axe wounds, because guess what? That's just a bleeding fucking open wound for the rest of your goddamn life because you don't actually have a vagina. And you then have to take like 50 fucking pills. Maybe that's a little bit of hyperbole, but I don't care. You're stuck on these medications, and I'm assuming that the military fucking pays for that. So there is a difference, and I didn't really clarify that in the Vets Talking chat. Like initially I saw that and I was just like, well, they're going to be able to make the argument, why do women get to have breast implants?
Yeah.
And I can't have breast implants too and get rid of my dick. So, but at the same time, like there's complications post-op for them that breast implants you don't fucking have.
Yeah. I see your point, but of course I think you're also making a good point that the argument then should be none of it should be paid for by our tax dollars.
Rid of that shit. Exactly.
Yes, I agree.
That's my point. That was my ultimate point in our chat was get rid of it fucking all. Like when I heard about that shit, I'm like, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
I understand getting LASIK. I would have loved to get LASIK. I didn't have enough time on my contract to do that. And honestly, I didn't have enough time on my contract for it to even be beneficial for the military. Like if you can't see and there's a way for you to be able to see, yes, get LASIK. The military will let you do it. You have to go through the entire command sign off and everything. But there's an actual point to that. You're more useful.
Yeah, and exactly. So, I mean, that's a completely different example.
Yes.
Yeah, you're actually improving. I know. Yep. So when I went through the Special Warfare Training Center, when I was trained for PSYOP, there was a time period. So we train alongside all the Special Forces trainees as well in this school, and so there's just like a big time period where everyone who's in school, if you have glasses, if you want LASIK, come do it. And I mean, it was amazing. Yeah, it was a fucking just like every single one of these motherfuckers. And why? Because in the special operations community, it's great for your special operators to be able to see.
Yeah.
Now, did any of them get dick extensions? I don't think so.
That'd be funny if all the guys running across the battlefield has something hanging out there at the bottom of it. Because all of them were all like, yeah, I'll take one of the surgeries.
Become a much more deadly warrior with that stick. What are you going to say, Bug?
It's just to think about this. Like America became America because we didn't like that the British were taxing us. Nowadays, it's like, oh, we're paying for this tax stuff, and this only fulfills my one line about taxes. tax evasion is not a crime; it is an obligation at this point. Because I do not want to pay.
Taxation is fucking theft.
Yeah, I mean that was another thing that was being talked about on Crowder too, is that talking about property taxes. You don't own your home.
Yeah.
30 years from now, or I think I got this place like 5 years ago. So 25 years ago, my payments are finally paid off. I still have the threat of this house being taken away by the government if I don't pay the taxes.
Yep.
You never truly own your house. You never truly own your car. You stop paying your taxes, they will take that shit.
Yep. And that's the thing is, I always talk about it is, if you're wanted by the FBI, you are less likely to be caught than if you're wanted by the IRS, because they will hunt you everywhere. There's no place you can go.
There's literally an episode of Batman the Animated Series where Joker finds out he's getting hunted by the IRS, and he freaks the hell out. He's like, "Oh, I'm enough to take on Batman, but not the IRS. Like, are you crazy?"
Yeah. And they can take your money. They can go in and get your paycheck.
Yep.
They don't have to ask. They can just go in.
Go ahead. Thankfully, I actually do have Stream Elements pulled up this time, so I see you there, Abreu. I'll get you here in just a second. I want to pull these chats up. Bubba knew a chick that got a dick, and obviously probably not in the fun way. Oh, God, I mean,
So
this
she
shit's
became a
didn't start until
tripod.
I've been out of the military now for like 13 years, I think. So, I mean, the concept of how fucking crazy and different everything is now that we know people who are fucking going through sex change operations in the military blows my fucking mind.
And that's exactly what they were talking about when Trump put a ban on that. And everyone's all like, "Oh, he's such a bigot. What's your problem with transgender in the military?" Simple. I don't think taxpayer money should go to pay for people's surgery. I think that's a quick runaround. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna go in there for one tour, one set, whatever you call that. I don't know if it's called tour when you sign up, but you're gonna go in there for that one initial thing, and half the time you're gonna be either getting surgeries or be on some sort of medical thing because you can't, you're still healing or whatever, and you're gonna be able to skip out on the obligation you made to the Corps. If you go in there, your only job to me is your preparedness to defend this country. And, so if you say I'm signing off for 4-year obligation, you should be ready to go for that 4 years. It shouldn't be like, "Oh, but I'm in the busy of getting, plastic surgery on my ass cheeks or some shit." How does that help this country? How are you fulfilling your obligation? And so that was always my problem with it. And and here you have it. You have the proof right there. Do you think he's the only one who got that? Hell no.
Nope.
Like you said,
There's plenty of them. Yeah, there's plenty of them. Like I said, it's an incentive for them now. Motherfuckers ain't joining the military to go to college. They're going to the military to get their dicks chopped off.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I got to hit up Abreu because it looks like he's taking off. Abreu for $20 on the Stream Element side. Circumventing Papa Susan, really appreciate that. Says listening on the way to work. Have a shot on me. Thank you very much, buddy. We will put one of the new videos for you. Shots fired. Choose you, Abreu. Thank you.
It's like the same thing in prison. If you go into prison, whatever surgery you need, they pay for. You're being, detained or whatever. You can't afford that surgery, but they have to give it to you. So let's say you need some surgery that's going to cost you $60,000. You break the law, get a fucking 2-year prison sentence and some minimum security, and then you get your whole entire surgery paid for.
Well, that's just how it is. Like all these things, all they do is just create opportunities for people to get around the loopholes. I mean, like it's as simple as this. It's like, all right, what do we do if you don't want to deal with an ad on YouTube and you don't want to pay the premium? You go get an ad blocker, right? It's the same principle. It's like if they can find a way to circumvent all the hoops and the ways to get around it, they're gonna do it. You know, that's why the whole like the bathroom thing, and now all this surgery for the military and prison, all that. All it does is just say, hey, we created a new thing, and you're gonna have like 20 people go like, oh, I totally know how to game the system on this easily.
Yep.
Like done.
Well, and even with the women
Welcome,
who
Barry.
have small tits, like it was higher ups would be like, oh, there's a way, like if you want bigger boobs, like basically you just need to say these things and you can get it. Like, irritated the shit out of me. There's a lot of things that happen in the military kind of like that. Like,
Yeah.
Bush likes the small tits apparently.
Adam, why do you
Gravy D agrees with funding big boobs. You know, I can see your argument there, buddy. I can see it.
Adam, why didn't you go for the big tits?
he didn't want to look like
You know, I didn't meet Dermy until recently. Had that weird shit rubbed off on me. So
got more tips if you did.
So Bob.
he fucking comes into chat right at that moment. God damn it.
Bob's or Vagina, whichever will it be.
As long as it's not the yeast beer, we're good.
Oh
God.
yeah, I saw that they actually went through with that. Oh, I remember
what is this?
about Amaranth.
Amaranth.
She
her
yeah,
vagina yeast beer.
yeah.
The fuck?
She was on the quartering, and she said
Sorry,
that some company came to her and said, "We want to make a beer, and we want to use your vaginal yeast to make it." And the quarter was all, "Oh, I'll put that on my stage and shit." And I was all, "Oh, that's she must have told them fuck off." No, she told them, yeah.
Yeah.
And if Cloud were here,
Oh dear Lord. Oh, stop it! I forgot that was on a cycle.
Cloud would clarify his embarrassing moment when he was trying to not be a blab simp, and
But it came off very
failed
creepy.
at it.
By the
Would
way,
versus wouldn't.
I completely forgot to even include this in the show notes or anything. But our friend just talking about like doing fucked up things on our channels, and sometimes the repercussions unjustly. Our friend Jesse, the common nerd, his channel is completely terminated now by YouTube. He's going through the dispute process right now. Fingers crossed, it should be fixed. Apparently, like somebody clarify. I guess somebody on his channel wanted to make a joke and like put a banana in her mouth or something.
What happened? I know he talked about it. What happened was he has a regular who's on his show, and the guy likes to eat bananas for the meme of it. You know, a dude eating a banana. And so Jesse decided that it was funny, and he made it into the closer. So every time his show's ending, he plays the banana eating clip. And somebody at YouTube got it, or the algorithm or whatever, decided to say, oh, that's sexual suggestively sexual, because guys eating a banana has to be a dick, I guess. And so they hit him for that. And then before he even knew it, they literally took down his channel because they said, you've violated this multiple times. So even though he's been using that for like months, I guess, as his closer, they've just decided now that this is when they're going to nuke his channel for it. So he's trying to go through saying it's not that, you know. And
well,
that's
here's
such fucking bullshit. Oh
yeah,
my
here's
God.
what's so crazy about this. If y'all haven't heard, who hasn't heard yet actually about Dick or Dildo?
yeah,
I was gonna bring up the fucking
Dude.
naked yoga.
With Dick or Dildo, the dude is literally getting fucked in the ass by another dude, and he just simply have a
Guessing
fucking
what it
sheet
is.
covering over it. Yeah, is it a dick or is it a dildo? It's always the dick. Anyways, it's actual gay porn. Not only is that still allowed on YouTube, it's not even age restricted. Children can watch
Neither is
that.
the naked yoga.
yeah.
It's
And yet Jesse's channel, The Common Nerd, again, show him some love. If you're on Twitter, show him some love. A lot of us put tweets out, show Jesse some love and wish him the best on this. Hopefully he gets it fixed. But he gets nuked because somebody ate a banana. while we got dick or dildo being shown to children.
Yeah. I mean, I would understand if like he put on like some sexy music and the guy was seen there deep throating the banana for 10 minutes, then yeah,
Right.
okay, obvious. But if the dude's just
It's a
literally
clear
eating
joke.
a banana and the joke is a banana's shaped like a dick,
A
then
phallical
that is
shape,
not,
like,
yeah, that's just fucking
come on.
humor. It's not it, like I said, you with the, like you were saying, with the dick or dildo or the naked yoga, or you can even look up videos on girls getting their vagina waxed and shit. Waxing videos. They'll show you the whole damn thing. What's the point of that? Oh, well, it's educational. Why am I going to start waxing fucking girls' private parts?
Right.
How's that fucking educational? No, it's a way to get around the freaking not being able to show nakedness on here. But they're still up. They're still up.
Well, because it's the obvious thing. YouTube always plays favorites. I mean, just look at any big YouTube stars scandal these days. YouTube will not bother
Fucking
to
Sniper
get
Wolf.
Yeah, like
But it's
that
a
one. Like,
sexual thing, but God.
yeah, like they will never. They like, as long as they're money makers and they can make them money. Doesn't matter if the creators themselves can make money. As long as they can make YouTube some money, YouTube will do anything for it. I mean, Jesus Christ. The Logan Paul thing with the Suicide Forest, international incident. Most YouTube did was demonetize him for like 3 months and then called it a day.
Dude, fucking PewDiePie drops the N-bomb accidentally on one stream and everyone's head explodes. It changes everything about fucking YouTube. One single N-bomb.
H3 literally said, "Don't you wish somebody would go blow up that building with the
Right.
yeah."
Yes.
Did he lose his money? Nope. Did he get punished at all? I don't think at all. And he literally called for people to blow up a building.
Venom, if it was a gay banana, it would have been allowed.
Right.
I when I heard about
Loaded
this banana
banana.
thing, I thought it was like, wait, was it like a race joke thing or something? Because I'm just thinking
Yeah.
like,
Nope, just
But
eating a
don't-
banana. Fucking the entire channel shut down. No warning or anything. Just shut the entire channel down over a fucking banana.
When are we
Again,
gonna-
reason why everyone. I'll go ahead and I'll drop the link in here right now. But again, why, guys? You gotta, if you don't have Rumble, get Rumble, and please subscribe to all the Rumble channels. I'm gonna pull that up. I'll put it on here. If this channel could get nuked because of this video. So yeah, please everybody, just head over there. I'm dropping the link right now. Check out our Rumble channel, and yeah, you never know. Never know, man.
I'm glad we didn't take my advice, because I've been trying to push for Tiff to eat phallic shaped food every time we get a super chat for months. And Adam said, I don't know about that. So, to his,
well, it's always
So
nice
did I.
to know that my only appearance on the show might be the last time this channel's ever around.
Ah, fuck.
Oh shit, Dermy.
I just
What did you,
What happened?
Adam? Why? You know what?
I know. I just saw that. Okay, don't follow that link. Please don't.
Oh, God.
Please don't follow that link.
Why is it highlighted? Wanna?
Yeah, unhighlighted.
Oh, good question. Okay, so again, this is the same fucking issue I had earlier.
Fucking boomer.
This has happened before. Okay, now I'm testing it. Okay, there. Now it actually works. Now I'm sending the right link. This one will take you to the Rumble channel.
Delete the comment.
I can't. I can't
You
delete
got to
the
go
comment.
into YouTube. Don't you have to go into YouTube, but you can delete it then? Yeah, go into YouTube where you're filming it from.
Go
and
to the
delete it from
right
there.
of it.
Yeah, click on
Click
it, and you
three
should be able to hit
dots.
delete. That's why you need people in there. The mods. You need a mod green hair in there too. I think when you're in there, I think you can click on her and turn her into a mod, and then she'll have power over your chat to delete people if they put bad shit in there.
Yeah,
she's pretty bad with power. She's pretty bad with power, though. I'll have to say.
Not moderating, and he's not Dermy, so I wouldn't be kicking him like I kicked Dermy.
Everyone kicks Dermy.
Okay, there you go. I did. All right, I'm gonna make you a mod, Tiff. There you are. Okay. Yeah, no, it's come on. You can't tell me no one's had this happen to them where you hit copy and it doesn't actually copy. It's still like the previous fucking thing you copied. That's happened to me plenty of fucking times.
I've had that happen with Google Drive links, you know.
I'm just as big of a boomer, so I can't say nothing. Everyone has to teach me how to do stuff all the time.
All right, there you go. You're a moderator now. So yeah, well, it's not like that would have been a fucking disaster. I mean, somebody pops into the fucking StreamYard and just like, well, you're just not coming on the show. But all right. You know what's a good thing though, at least? We did find a solution to the Hamas issue. We can stop Hamas here real easily. The trigger button is strategically placed here. Sexy goat, atomic bomb, and trigger.
How bad do you hate Dermy? You're trying to
I think this is exactly what we need right here. Yeah, this is exactly what we need.
Poor goats. Although they're already violated enough, they'd probably be fine with it.
I never saw it, but I've had people tell me, like, yeah, no shit, dude. I saw dudes fucking goats over in Iraq, Afghanistan. Yep.
They caught a video of some of the African guys who took over that island there in Italy, where they were all crossing at the same time, and they essentially put them all on this island. So like the island like quadrupled in its residency overnight because so many of these African migrants come over. And I guess somebody got like a freaking footage of one of the dudes raping one of the town goats.
Jesus.
Dude, I said for some, like when I was over there in Iraq, and you know, it's I said, you know, you think about how fucked up these people are. Their fucking language sounds so damn weird. They write it backwards. It looks like scribble. They fuck goats, wear dresses. And I'm like, it's just generations of their brains being baked in this 120, 130 fucking degree heat. Their brains are fried, man. They can't even write in the right direction. They're going backwards.
The way you just said that was very game over, man.
Game over, man.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
I didn't know you had that.
You know, somebody said something earlier about coffee too. Something about the Irish coffee. I don't know about Irish coffee, but I like Coffee Brand Coffee. That's right. Check out Coffee Brand Coffee. You can click on the link that's right up there at the top of the chat. Use promo code VETS, 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 and get 10% off. I am no joke. I love this stuff. The sticky pecan roll is fantastic. I love the medium roast too, the regular medium roast. I drink the coffee straight up black. I don't put anything in it. And you don't need to with this stuff because it is so fucking good. And I'm not lying. Like, I can smell this stuff behind me and it drives me fucking nuts. I want some more coffee.
And if you don't drink coffee, they do have tea and hot cocoa. The masala chai, if you're into chai tea, delicious.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, so many different flavors too. Like they got these, like, I mean, they even have like a strawberry flavored coffee, I think.
Strawberry cream, yeah.
Strawberry cream. But yeah, the all the different flavors too. Like my aunt used my promo code. I really appreciate it. She bought just hot cocoa. She said it's fantastic. Old man Mike has got some. And I'm dropping my personal link right now in the chat that you can follow that link and use the promo code, get 10% off. I'm not bullshitting, man. I love my straight up black coffee, and this stuff is fucking amazing. Jeremy in the quartering, I would pick on him. You know, everyone has the joke about Jeremy going on his rants about his coffee. It's fucking good. It really is. No joke.
And that's the actual link. I thought he was going to put his bank account in there for a minute. But
here's my credit card number.
Sticky pecan roll. That was actually my stripper name.
Whiskey and hot shock. What? No, I can't agree with you on that. Whiskey and hot chocolate. No, I can't go with that.
¿Por qué no?
Huh?
Why not?
Yeah.
No way,
Whiskey
man.
doesn't sound bad. I've had chocolates that have had whiskey in them, so I mean, and they were good.
Well, I guess, yeah. If you do Irish coffee, then yeah, I guess you could do like an Irish hot chocolate. Or something.
So, sorry,
Anyways.
Tommy Walker. He has bad taste.
Yeah, I mean, that's just personal opinion. I don't think that sounds good, but you know what? I could try it. I think
and I also recommend the French toast flavored coffee if you like maple. They have a maple pecan, but it's more pecan than maple. But the French toast, it's amazing.
I drink my coffee like I'm such a girl about it. Like it's 90% cream and sugar and shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
like
I
sweet
do-
coffee. I can't.
Mine is carnivore coffee. Like I put butter, heavy cream, and honey in mine. So
Shit.
Butter.
Yeah,
Yes.
butter's good for you in
Yeah.
coffee. Yeah,
I
the
mean-
military, in
I know
fact, isn't
butter
that like
is
a
good.
military
I've
trick?
seen Melanie Mac like eat whole ass sticks of it. I
I've
just
eaten
like
spoonful.
butter in.
I'm
coffee.
on the carnivore diet, so
Because I remember that from
Devil. I've never heard of that being a military thing. Putting butter in coffee.
Yeah, because I saw it on now. Like I said, this is from a show, so maybe the show's full of shit. But you remember Hawaii Five-0?
Yeah, I don't know the old
Yeah.
one. I never saw
No,
the
the
new one.
remake. The main guy Garrett is a Navy SEAL, and he said he learned a trick in the military of putting butter in your coffee, and I can't remember why, but so I was all, oh, maybe they actually looked that up, and it's a military thing.
Tiff, you ever heard of that?
nope.
No.
I mean,
our jokes are always that, you know, I mean, it's not jokes, it's legit. Like we call one when you're out in the field called silver bullet coffee because they just got these giant silver coffee makers and it's just pure sludge. It is just, it's awful. The other thing that's known is that
cowboy coffee.
in all of in all the MREs, you get a pack of instant, like the crystallized instant coffee. And the thing that we would do when we're out in the field, like if we're on a, we'd stick it, like you can stick it like in like a thing of dip and stick it in your lip. And damn, that will keep you awake. That will fucking keep you awake. It is miserable. It tastes fucking god awful, and it is a lot of caffeine. So that shit, it works. It works. If you're having a hard time keeping your eyes open, that'll do the trick.
Yeah, I like my tea high octane. I like turn it to like black, like you can't look through it kind of tea. But coffee, I can't do it with. But I've seen people who literally will turn their coffee. They'll make it so damn strong, stuff could eat through fucking wood. But yeah, I can't do that.
So what I do is I get real fancy with my shit. One, it's all whole bean, so that's all whole bean right there. So I have my the grinder and you can have all even the fucking coffee grinder I have is really fancy. It has all these different settings on like how fine it's going to be and everything. And I use what's called an AeroPress. And
we have that too.
You know the AeroPress. All right, so you do know good coffee. Yeah, the AeroPress is the best, man. It's the next best thing to getting an actual fucking what's that called? The shot.
Espresso shot?
Espresso, yeah, an espresso machine. Yeah, it's the next best thing to an actual espresso machine. It's complicated as fuck. It's a lot of steps, and it takes a while to make one single cup of coffee. But if you got good coffee, good fresh ground, yeah, it's fucking amazing.
I'm a cheap bitch. Walmart K-cups.
Well, yeah, if you're just gonna fucking fill it up with nothing but goddamn cream and sugar, then yeah. By the way, just talking, just more ridiculous, stupid shit. Reproductive justice means free Palestine.
That has to do with anything is so goddamn stupid.
Oh, it's so sad how they're connecting all this shit. Gays for Palestine. They throw you off a building. Reproductive for Palestine. Do you really think they would? Yeah.
Lesbians for Palestine liberation. This one says, we hate Israel apartheid. Gay, trans, something else. We hate Israel apartheid. Well, the people you're supporting hate you.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the meme of I think it was Rashida Tlaib's Palestine flag throws the LGBTQ flag off the roof of the White House?
No.
It's so funny.
That was a video
It was
someone made?
yeah, no, it was a meme.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I mean, video.
Babylon B one, actually, I think is what it was.
I gotta
It was
watch
fun.
it. I gotta pay attention to Babylon B more often, man.
Well, what's funny is they were on one of the guys was on Normal World, and so they played this game, B or Not the B, and they had to guess if the article, because do you know what Not the B is?
Yeah, not the
Like, it's
so
the
they actually do
true,
real
actual
news now,
things.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But they've gotten so close where the line is blurred that you don't know if it's a Not the B or a B. It was a game that they played on Normal World where Dave and QBG had to guess if it was a Not the B article or a Babylon B article, just because they were both like, there's such ridiculous headlines that, oh, that has to be the Babylon B, not the B. And then it turns out it was a true article type thing.
Wow.
It was fucking
blurring the lines, man. You're not lying. Like there's no who would have ever fucking guessed that something like this would happen where someone's putting up a sign saying reproductive justice means free Palestine.
Yep.
This seems like a bad Babylon B joke.
Well, and so that's funny because the other one where it was the forefront sign was gays for Palestine or whatever. It was like a week before this one. I was talking to my brother about it, and he was just like, wait, I thought that was a Babylon B article. Was that real? And I'm like, yes, it was real. It's not the B article type of real.
Welcome to clown world.
It was.
Yeah.
It's frustrating when I get it though. I get that not everyone can be knowledgeable and not everyone can know history, especially of other countries. You know, it's hard for people. It's hard to find people who know the history of our own country. No.
Here's this thing. We got this beautiful thing called the internet. It's on our phones. It's called a Google search. These dumb motherfuckers could Google some of this shit. Okay, it's not that hard to do. Okay, to find out, hey, is gay okay thing to do in Palestine? Oh no, you actually would get stoned to death. Oh,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who are talking about the Palestine thing.
Like
if they knew the actual history, if they knew the actual history, they wouldn't be so stupid. But it's hard to know what's true on the internet too. Like if you look up who originally was the Palestinians and all this shit, you could get a ton of articles and a ton of information that is completely false, completely fabricated and not true that would mislead you. So it's hard to know what actual history is from any one place, especially like I said, when you don't live in that place. As far as not knowing that in Palestine you'd be thrown off, you're a freaking idiot if you don't know that. Like seriously.
Yep.
Dumb.
That's where my thing is. It's like it should be like this. It's the simplest of things, you know, to do that, and all of them trying to like connect. And then trying to connect all that stuff. It's the same thing as those oil protesters that just keep showing up all over the place. They're just trying to like cause a scene to get attention and whatnot. You know, like I saw a video of one of them invading a freaking esports event trying to cause some insanity, and it's just like, that tells you everything because you guys are so desperate for attention, you know.
Well, and I love the ways that they protest things, the clothes that they're wearing, the glue that they're using, the epoxy that they're using to fuse themselves to the concrete and shit. Like what is it again that you're protesting? Oh, fossil fuels. Okay. Explain to me the clothes that you're wearing, how those came about. What about the epoxy? How does that work?
Using all petroleum products. Yep.
It's so stupid because
how'd you get here?
I remember Tim Pool was all like, this kind of activism actually does work. I was sitting there, no, it doesn't, because every single time I see that, I want to go turn my car on and just leave it running.
Yep.
It doesn't change my thing one iota to their side of the thing. Because I'm confident enough in my side, I know what that's bullshit. So you know,
it's like that meme of like there was this person who was like putting like pictures of cows on like slabs of on meat and like there's like they had names on them and goes like, would you eat this? And then the first reply was like, dude, I would look for my own name like it was a Coke bottle. Like I would eat two of these. You know, like you want to. like, okay, vegan, you want to complain about it? I'll eat 2.
Right.
2 more, so that way your work means nothing. You know?
Yeah. If you put the name of my steak on it, this came from Mary
Sally,
Bell,
or
or
yeah.
something.
Sally was delicious. I ate that bitch.
Like, thank you, Sally, for the sustenance.
The whole
Amen.
time I would be doing
Like-
that, just be going, "Oh, this is Sally. Oh, it's so good." Just be like,
You were delicious, and you stopped my hunger. I thank you for this meal you have provided. Like, you were cute, sure. You
Yeah,
were also
like,
delicious.
Sally had a family. Yeah, where can I find her? Them? I want some of that too.
Waiter, I would really like some veal. Did Sally have a baby recently?
And there was like
Sally have a
some,
sibling.
there was some recent article about like a certain percentage of men are like eating 80% of meat in the nation or some shit, and I was just like, so am I. Like, your point? Good job, men, and me. Give me more. Like, what?
So you're saying you like to eat
I
meat?
do like the meat. It's delicious.
Give it to her raw.
You just turned everyone on. I think Abaru just his head exploded just now.
Cliff.
Tell us more how you eat the meat. Say it slowly.
Oh, God.
All right. Speaking of just the pure ignorance and the incredible stupidity that we have going on in this world right now. So this guy right here, this is Zach Metzger. However, this guy is a candidate for Minnesota City Council. He was part of this pro-Palestine protest here, blocked off half a highway and terrorized an old white man for driving past the pro-Palestine riot. So I'm actually, this is
He
his
not going
voice.
nowhere now. He not going nowhere now. Hold up. He not going nowhere now.
No, see, that's threatening
He
his
not
life.
going nowhere now.
I would be happy if you ran him over. Like, run those fuckers over.
Yep.
Hey, watch out!
Like, you're attacking my vehicle. You're trying to break into my vehicle.
Look,
Self-defense.
this is his. Find this man.
Oh God.
Chasing him down.
Motherfucker just ran.
This guy's running for city council.
He not going nowhere now.
Look at this poor man. Look at how terrified this man is.
Yeah, it gets even worse.
Look at this guy's face. Look at this poor man's face. He is terrified. He's crying.
It gets even worse. He put out a freaking TikTok or some shit where he literally said everything the Palestinians did was justified because whatever you do in freeing yourself from oppression like that is justified. So it was totally justified to kill babies in their mother's.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, again, this is the pure ignorance. This is the pure ignorance. These people do not know what the fuck they're talking about. So this is the full video. So what we just saw is just at the end, but this is how it started. Here's this poor old man's car right here. He's being surrounded, he's being blocked off by all this shit. And so yeah, obviously he's the only one who's having the balls trying to get through here. And obviously he probably pulled forward and now they're attacking his car. And this is okay. So here's my point that I want to get to. These pro-Palestine things. These are Antifa right here.
Oh yeah.
This is an Antifa riot. I see anyone carrying a fucking Palestinian flag now. I see Antifa. And you better fucking believe we have the right to protect ourselves. These motherfuckers have killed people. They have fucking straight up murdered people. This has happened where if you're in one of these situations and you decide to put your foot on the gas, they will pull a gun and shoot you. I am not putting up with this. I will not sit in one of these fucking crowds surrounded by these maniacs. I will get out of there in any way I need to because I do not trust that I will not be murdered by these fucking psychopaths.
Yeah.
So fast forward, here's where he's saying, fuck it, I'm getting the hell out of here. He does what he should do and takes the fuck off. But down here, blocked off again.
No.
So here is where the video that we just saw starts. And they just see, look at it. They're all chasing him down. I'll run after him, and
like
he's stuck.
being hunted.
Yep,
Jesus
he's being
Christ.
hunted. He's blocked off here. He's blocked off. They have a fucking barricade of cars, which what he should have done right there is throw that fucker down in second gear, hold it in place, and fucking barrel through those goddamn cars.
Yes.
Yep.
You line your fucking,
shit.
look at this. These being hunted. You're absolutely, they have fucking, look at it. They got motorcycles and fucking side.
Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Keep
you're
going.
fine. And right here is where we saw that where he's
Where it
scared out of his
started.
mind. He's fucking crying, beating
And
on
like,
him.
look at how old he is. He's not going to be able to defend himself against these young assholes if
Yeah,
they
it's
break
a
into his
mob.
car.
It's a mob. What were they? They were going to pull him out of the car and just say, "Oh, sir, what did you do?" No,
Right.
they were going to beat on him.
Yes.
Probably kill him.
He was fighting for his life right there, is what he's doing. He was trying to escape for his life.
Change
And this
you
guy,
asked
this
for.
motherfucker right here.
He not going nowhere now. He not going nowhere now. Hold on, hold
Like,
on.
what are you preventing him?
Hold
Like,
up.
where's he going?
He
Most
not going
likely a
nowhere
fucking
now.
medical doctor's appointment.
He not going nowhere
Yeah,
now.
that's a great question. He could very well be dying. He could very well be trying to get himself to the hospital right now. He might be having a heart attack.
Yep.
And he's not gonna roll that window down to tell you because you are a psychotic, murderous fucking
Right.
mob of thugs.
Yep. Which is why there's reasons I can't be president because I would like literally pass a law. I don't care if I have to do it through executive orders and got shot down. I'd pass a law that says if this shit happens, you have every right to get out of your car and just start blasting away in Minecraft.
Yep.
So,
Real Minecraft.
and knowing Minnesota the way it is, Zach Metzger here, you very well could get elected.
Yep. You know, you mentioned earlier, like the comparison, like you see a Palestine flag and it's just Antifa. It's just another Antifa mob. Having a bunch of these Paladin, like Jesus, the protests, having a bunch of them had Taliban flags waving recently.
Yeah.
That's what I've been seeing on Twitter. Yeah.
I did not know that.
At least a handful of videos. They might be the same videos that I was seeing on different people's posts, but yeah, at least like 3 of them.
Yeah. So okay, talking about the universities, yeah. So this is the big problem. So much of this is coming from the universities, and everyone's talking. We had a little debate in the Vets Talking chat group, talking about because John. No wait, what the fuck is his name? Bill Maher. Bill Maher. Bill Maher went on a thing, a little monologue talking about how these people who support Palestine and hate Israel, they're coming from garbage factories, the universities. And so many people praised this thing. It went on for like 5 minutes or more. It was a long one. And so many people were praising him, but like, did you all watch it all the way through? Because at the end, he picks out 18 people who come from Yale and I think another one that are like some of the worst right now for the pro-Palestine, anti-Israel thing. And then he uses these Republicans, these 18 Republicans as an examples of how bad these universities are. I'm like, the entire point that you just made about how they're producing these woke fucking morons who don't know shit should actually prove the point that those 18 people who actually even came out of there alive and were not didn't turn into that is a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
But he couldn't help himself because that's who he is. Bill Maher is not our friend. He's not.
Yeah. I hate how every time he has even the littlest bit of some based thought, everyone goes, Bill Maher, no, he's still
coming to our
retarded.
side.
Yeah, he's still retarded leftist.
Yeah.
And did you guys see that freaking video of those poor students in high school trapped in the library?
Oh yeah, the Jewish students, yeah.
As they were banging and kicking the door in to get to them.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's disgusting, and this kind of stuff is really going to ramp up, man. It's going to get bad, especially if Israel goes in and does the ground invasion, which apparently it sounds like the only reason Biden even went over to Israel was to prevent that from happening, or at least delay it, because he's buddy with Iran right now. But if that shit happens, I think this is going to step up. It's going to get a lot worse.
It's going to happen. Because I think Israel's come to the point where, like I said, they would have done this years ago if it wasn't for Iron Dome. And I think they've gone to the point where they said, you know what? Nothing's going to stop us. We're going to stop Hamas.
Yeah.
We're going to go in there and we're going to wipe out Hamas.
And, if we provide the support, like, God forbid, if we actually put our own troops in there, then I guarantee you there is going to be some really bad shit's going to happen here in this country. I guarantee we've already talked about how it's more than likely a lot of terrorist sleeper cells here. But if it's true that what's happening right now is that there are Palestinians who are making their way here and they're intentionally trying to come through our southern border, they're coming here with intent and they're going to do some really bad shit. It's going to be like 9/11 2.0, and it's probably going to be not just one event, but a lot of events.
They would be picking a pretty bad fight because we could glass them really easily. But two, they just showed a video on Twitter. Somebody posted of showing Marines landing in Israel. Now that's not saying that they're going to be used in the actual going into Gaza, but we are actually landing troops in Israel, which they have a purpose to be there. We're not landing them for vacation,
Marines are the first ones in.
Yep.
Well, there's also a possibility. Me and the first sergeant were speculating there's a possibility that the 2,000 troops very well. The 82nd Airborne always has one brigade that is on standby as a quick reaction force for the country. Yes, Marines typically end up being the first ones, but if we need an instantaneous move, then there's always one brigade of the 82nd that is on standby, and they can deploy within, I think it's 48 hours. And we were suspecting there's a good possibility they might do an airborne operation, but. There's just no telling at this point. The fact of the matter is that we still have, I can't remember how many U.S. Citizens that they said that they think are in captivity right now, being held hostage, but it's a lot. And we've done some pretty amazing shit as a country to get our American hostages back, but right now this government doesn't seem to give a flying fuck. But if eventually they finally do something, then it very well could be something that starts and sparks World War III.
See, that's the difference between Biden and frickin' Trump. Is under Biden, they had no problem doing it. Under Trump, they didn't have the balls to do it.
Yep.
Because Trump would have been like, "Oh, really?" And then we would have already got our people back and then some.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. Go ahead, Bug.
It's because Trump is like one guy who will look him in the eye and goes like, "Oh, you really want to play that game? Bet I could. I don't care. I'll throw a few hundred missiles in your face. You want to play that game? I'm not like the other guy. I'm not gonna cry and say, oh, it's like, no, I'm gonna slap you across the face and tell you you're a pussy.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, fucking. I think everyone really forgets that one of the first things Trump did. He's the first one that ever dropped a Moab. Yep. Where was that in Syria?
Yeah.
Yeah, right the fuck off in his presidency. One of the very first things he did, because he said, fuck around and find out.
Yep.
Fuck around and find out, bitches. And he dropped the fucking Moab. But the first thing he did, there was Russian troops in there, and he got criticized for this. He gave warning to the Russians, says, look, motherfucker, we're going to do this. We're going to bomb this airfield so motherfucking planes can't be flying here anymore, and warn them to get their troops out of there. And then he claimed, and then everyone claimed that was him butting up to the Russians. But no, of course, it's a good way to prevent further escalation with a strong military like Russia. But yeah. The world found out real quick is that do not fuck around with Donald Trump, because sometimes you got to learn a lesson.
We're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is...
Sometimes you got to learn a lesson.
Yep. There's Biden's one of those guys that talks real tough. Oh, I'll take him out behind the woodshed. I'll show him what, popcorn, that bullshit. And then there's guys who just do it, if the guy at the bar who's talking the most shit is usually the one who won't do shit. It's the guy who doesn't say shit till you mouth off, and then he just knocks you the fuck out.
Anytime Biden gets mouthy about trying to be tough, I just 13 servicemen.
Yeah.
13 Biden.
Yep.
That go fuck yourself.
12 Marines, and the one soldier was actually a cyber specialist too. He was from my old unit. I'm not complaining. I didn't know the guy, but he's from my old battalion. Yep, 13. Fuck around, find out, motherfucker. Gal, you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta head out.
Thanks for being here.
Us.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry about my rant earlier. I know you enjoy it, but sometimes I don't like losing control. So,
well, we love it, and I know the chat loves it.
Yeah.
So bring that shit more often.
but
might have to get you on, even if you're not smoking a stogie, might have to get you on one of our that's talking and smoking show sometime.
Yeah.
Will do. Isn't that newer?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm making it a regular thing. Could just be whenever I feel like going down to the bar and having a cigar.
Yeah, check out Soldier's new show. It's called Vets Talking Oral Fixation.
I feel you're gonna go there. All right. Well, thank you very much, Gal. And we do have your video, your channel link in the description below. Show her some love.
Thanks. Yeah, you can find me where you find me. You all know where I'm at. Have a good night. Bye, chat.
Later, Gal.
Bye.
All right. Well, now that she's gone, we can finally have some fun. I'll tell you what I do want to show. Let's check this video out. This one's not on YouTube, so I know I'm not going to get hit for it or anything like that. Check out this amazing breakdown of this fun scene right here if y'all haven't seen this.
The actual length of this video is technically 7 minutes long, but we had to speed things up and put it in Benny Hill mode because this is the biggest beatdown buffet I have ever witnessed on camera. Obviously, some robbers coming in, taking advantage, taking all they can, and if that wasn't enough, this idiot right here decides to go back and pistol whip this man, which would be the biggest mistake he would make because it sets him off. And now these idiots are scrambling around like the little soy bitches they are. He loses a helmet. And now this is where the beatdown buffet begins. Yeah, you can't see anything quite yet, but now everybody's getting involved. It's the entire store against these freaking robbers and now dragging them back in casino style. Oh my God, and a bottle bash to the dome. This just doesn't stop another bottle. And we had to speed this up because in real time, this beatdown took forever. And it continues to become a beatdown buffet. These guys obviously not freaking messing around. They're like, you come to our store, you try to rob us? Guess what? We're going to take you to the back and we're going to bash your head and bash your freaking ribs. My God, this beatdown continued for over 7 minutes. My God, we had to speed it up and put it in Benny Hill mode. Enjoy.
Oh, what? See,
the actual length.
Good old street justice, man. You got to love it.
Yeah. What do they expect these store owners to do? I mean, it's at some point if people feel like they can't count on cops, they can't count on the government to protect them, they're going to protect themselves. So all these people letting people rob, eventually you're going to get people getting shot, you're going to get people getting stabbed, you're going to get these people really getting hurt, and then they're going to have the government going, oh, this is law, vigilante justice. Well, they weren't getting regular justice. What do you expect these people to do? Just take it forever?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's gonna happen more and more. People are gonna start carrying around fucking guns, and yeah, people are gonna die.
Yep.
It is fuck around, find out. Yep.
Yeah, it just because it's like, I mean, this is like the actions of, like these are the consequences of these actions. You know, it's like you got these people obviously getting saying, "I'm tired of you guys robbing me," and then you have other stores that are just literally locking up everything, you know, behind shelves and stuff. I mean, just take one look at California. You know,
Yeah, I can. So when I went to Vegas was the first time I ever went to one of these stores. I went into like it was a Walgreens or something like that, and no, it was like a big groceries, whatever the fuck it was. The entire pharmacy section, every single thing was behind lock and key. I had to get somebody to open up a fucking lock gate to get fucking floss.
And here's the thing, this goes for everything the left does. They tend to try to do something because they're little bleeding hearts and they're retarded, and so they try something and then they end up committing the exact opposite. So they did this because they're all like, the criminal justice system is racist, and so we're trying to eliminate racism by getting rid of the prosecution of these young black men and people of color by this racist justice system. What do you think you're causing when you allow these type of things happen and all these videos keep coming out of mobs of young black men running into stores and just robbing them in these things? What do you think that causes? It causes animosity. It causes fear. It causes people to start looking at other people in certain ways. You're causing racism because now you're going to have people seeing a group of young black men walking down the street towards a store, and their assumption is they're going in there to rob them. You're making racism because you're not seeing there saying we're going to hold everyone to the same standards of don't rob places, don't pull this shit. And you're saying we're going to drop it down and allow people to get away with these bad behaviors. And so then everyone who doesn't participate in those bad behaviors are going to start judging people they see doing that. And right now who we're seeing doing it, unfortunately for them, is young African-American men and women at this point, because you see a lot of girls doing it too. And it's going to cause racism. It's going to cause animosity. It's going to cause a division. And you're doing it through the low expectations and thinking that they're unable to and behave like good people.
Yeah. It's a degradation of our entire society. It's been happening for a very long fucking time. And it's getting so much worse now. Dan Bongino talks all the time about how it's just not bad enough yet. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where the crime is going to get so bad. There was a video I saw on Twitter where this fucking car of thugs ran somebody off the road, held him at gunpoint, robbed him. I mean, with fucking in traffic, full traffic, dozens and dozens of cars driving by, watching this happen. The person was on his knees with his hands in the air.
Yep.
This kind of shit has not happened in our country like this in a long fucking time. And it's going to get to a point at some point. It's going to get bad enough. They're going to see it. And then finally, hopefully they will finally wake up and they'll vote differently. And they'll realize that these people that they're voting in because they have pronouns in their fucking bio or because they'll support LGBTQ plus rights, that maybe they'll finally realize that these people who are supporting those causes are the cause of your terrible life existence.
Yeah. And everything goes in a rubber band. I've said this, like with the kids in school and the parents standing up to this indoctrination stuff. It was because they pushed so far with it that finally they got that rubber band effect where society, since it's not on that level yet, has a snapback. It has a pushback to them pushing forward with this shit. It's going to be the same thing here. And now it makes me kind of afraid what that snapback's going to come to. What's it going to be? You have all this bad stuff happening, this lawlessness. Like I said, is the snapback literally going to be people being beaten in the street just like that dude got, but a large group of them because store owners in some area finally decide, oh, we saw these people stealing from this grocery store, so we came out with all of our brooms and all of our bats and everything and just started beating these teens in the street because we're just fed up with it. What's going to be the snapback from this? Because it always happens. There's always that snapback.
Yeah, this is where you get shit like Charles Bronson's like Death Wish, or you get like the Punisher effect. You get someone who's just had enough of this shit, and then it's gonna go and probably most likely kill a guy, you know. And it's just like that's what happens. Like it's a dog. You keep poking that dog is gonna get fed up and gonna go, you know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna bite you now. I'm gonna maul you because you keep poking me.
Yep.
Exactly. Nothing Dan's talked about. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was in the 80s when things in New York City were so fucking bad. And there was a guy, he would get robbed every single time he would go on this subway. Every single time he would get attacked by the same mob of teenagers. I think it was the same gang every single fucking time. And eventually he went and got a gun. He fucking killed them all. Every last one of them. And that kind of shit's gonna happen. It's gonna keep on happening. We get all these people. We're hearing it all the time now in DC, California, New York, where you have congressmen, you have city officials, all these people getting robbed, getting murdered. It's happening everywhere. It's happening to these people. And what's really bad though is that there's still so much ignorance on their side. They're so ignorant, they're so gaslit that they think this is bad everywhere. Like they think that their Democrat cities is no different from like where I live in central Missouri. None of that shit's happening here. We had gang violence. We had a biker gang shootout between two gangs, and one of the biker gang members died. It was like 2 years ago, I think. And everyone all of a sudden went like, "Oh my God, this is so terrible! I can't believe this happened here. We're gonna have to start putting security up and everything." That was one death. This shit happens dozens of times a day in places like LA and Chicago.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say it. Dan Bongino is Adam's spirit animal.
Yes. I craft a lot of what I do because of him. He is we're soulmates, I think. I think we're soulmates.
The memes are coming.
Oh, jeez. Last thing I want to talk about, I want to promote. We played the trailer for this last Thursday. I can't remember when, but Police State by Dinesh D'Souza and Dan Bongino. There he is, my boy. I'm not going to play the trailer again. It is premiere week. You can go to this website. I'll share it in the chat. If you missed the trailer last time we played it, you've got to check it out. It is incredibly impactful. The entire premise is showing how we are, in fact, not just going into a police state, but we are in a police state. The trailer alone was incredible. You see real Americans crying, can't believe where we're at because they have been ransacked, attacked by the police, the FBI, arrested for simply going to church, for attending simple events. We are being persecuted because of our political beliefs. And the movie is currently in theaters. I did see the announcement. It's you can buy it and rent it online, but also it's going to be on Rumble on October 28th. So that is when I'm going to watch it. Unfortunately, it's not playing in the theater here, so I couldn't see it. But on October 28th, until I think there's like a few days it's going to be there, it will be on Rumble. So no excuse for y'all to be on Rumble, watch this movie. I've heard amazing things about it. It is definitely a must watch to see where our country is going right now, and not just where we're headed, but where we are. So please check out Police State, policestatefilm.net.
Yeah, I want to watch that. Supposedly it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone. I mean, just the trailer alone was just, it's. I think a lot of people are just kind of getting very how I say it, kind of blasé, like just like, oh well, that's just the war we're in now. It sucks. If you're a right winger, then you can't say what you want on YouTube, and you'll get arrested in a Capitol building if you do a protest. But if you go and do the exact same kind of protest and you're pro-Palestine, you're a leftist, then you get a slap on the wrist, a $500 bail, and you're back out on the streets in absolutely no time. But us will be attacked by the FBI and thrown in jail for 20 years. That's a real thing. Yeah. That's a real thing. We have political prisoners right now. People who did the exact same thing that those pro-Palestine people just did are in jail now for 20 years. We have one of the Alex Jones guy, can't remember his name. He's going to jail now for 2 months, and he wasn't even in the Capitol building. He was outside with a blowhorn saying, "Be peaceful, be peaceful," and he's being thrown in jail now for 2 months. So that's where we live in. We are in a police state now. And I've been saying this over and over and over again. I believe that we can be positive. I believe that positive change can come and will come. We can fix this. It's not a dead end. It's not irreversible, but we need to make sure that we vote in the right people. This presidential election is, we've said this, multiple times now, but this one is every single presidential election since Trump became president in 2016, every single one since then, and including this one, is the most important presidential election of our lives. It's no exaggeration. If we lose this election, then we very well could, most likely, and will lose our country. So get out there, vote. Dan says, do the 10 number thing, means not only should you vote, but bring 10 of your friends to vote. Get 10 friends to get registered to vote, because that's a big problem too, is people need to be registered, and we need to have that positivity and understand that it's not, you can't be blackpilled. You can't have this mentality that so many do, saying that the system is too rigged, we can't win an election, so it's no point even voting. Bullshit. Overwhelm the system. I guarantee the 2016 election was supposed to be rigged for Hillary. There was just so many people got out and voted, and we got Trump in anyways. I guarantee that real election, the real numbers route, was a massive landslide for Trump, but they rigged it, but he overwhelmed it. So we got to do the same. We got to overwhelm them, guys. And that being said, I can't believe it, but we actually got through all the topics that I wanted to do. I was going to do the Sheila Jackson Lee thing. She's fucking yelling at her staff, but I think it's no surprise to find out that a Democrat and congressman woman is a absolute bitch. Because I think the majority of these people are. I think that Republicans too. They're probably just awful fucking people. I am happy that we got someone who seems to be a true conservative in as the House Speaker. But another thing that Dan says, don't praise these fucking people. Don't put this guy on a pedestal. Don't say, yay, we've got a good guy in there and now things will be right. No, we got to hold his fucking feet to the fire and make sure he does the right thing. We want a conservative in there, but we want to do conservative things. He needs to do his job right. So I can't remember the guy's name, but hopefully if things work out, then he'll do the right thing. Bring back says they need to look at how we were treated during lockdowns. I know, man. Australia, holy shit, you guys were a prison colony again during the pandemic. That we definitely need to look at that and never allow that to come here. But I think it's a good possibility they will be doing that. That was the USA's warning to where they were headed, but it went unheeded, sadly. Yep. Mike Johnson, yeah, is that the guy's name? So,
yeah. I know it's the generic name.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he'd be a good conservative guy, but yeah, we got to hold his feet to the fire, make sure he does actual conservative stuff. So, last chance before we head out. Drinking game, if anyone wants to contribute, I'm gonna pour a shot here. Mr. Bug, who's never been on here before, if you want to share your channel in the chat, I will share that. In the private chat, I will share that with our audience chat if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta remember, I've been meaning to do this to add you in to our to the video descriptions, because you did do amazing jobs for those intros. So I want people to know.
Yeah,
to know that was your handiwork.
Yeah, no problem. I'm Mr. Bug. As Adam said, I do intros and stuff for various people. I've done obviously both Knife Hands and Skinamax. I've done intro for Ballbusters, and I've done some stuff for other people here and there. Always around if you need me to edit for you. I also just focus on like pop culture, superhero stuff. That kind of fun, and then just memes, and then making fun of all the clown world stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Appreciate the hell out of you, man. Yeah, yeah. Especially even when we had my friend on last Thursday, last minute. You did a great job to get her intro in there. So I really appreciate your hard work, buddy. Really appreciate it, man. So yeah, if you want to drop it in the chat, I will share that out there. Devil Made Me Do It, who is also a great contributor in doing our thumbnails now. So thank you very much for that, Devil. Appreciate you.
Yep. Every week I come over and I paint soldiers' nails. But now you can find me on Twitter and Alec3. You can find me on Beelzehub. Go subscribe. Always looking for people to do that. Check out Beelzepub every Saturday morning at 12 a.m. Pacific, and then check out Get Ranked every Sunday.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the hell out of you. Yeah, Get Ranked, good show. Fucking enjoy the hell out of it. So please, yeah, do check it out. Check out his channel is in the video description below. Thank you, Tommy. Great show, friggin' Autospell guy. I know. Great house. Yeah, thank you. I didn't assume that you were in my house checking it out and giving me a compliment. Appreciate you. Big Rob, solid chat tonight. I'm not too confident that Mike Johnson will last against the establishment. He just stated support for more Ukraine assistance. No, fuck. See what I was talking about? See, we can't put these fucking people on pedestal. We can't. We gotta fucking. Oh, I hope, man. I'm sure you're right, but that fucking pisses me off, man. That fucking pisses me off. Right off the bat, he's already fucking up. So, anyways, thank you guys very much, Mr. Bo. Thank you for popping in. Today was a little bit light on the panel, but yeah, thank you everyone out there. Remember that this coming Sunday is going to be Skinamax. We are not doing it on Saturday. We will be doing a special Halloween edition of Skinamax Sunday, and give a little indication, a little hint as to what my costume is going to be. Been growing out the beard a little bit here to make sure the look is just right. So thank you guys very much. As always, Devil, thank you, Mr. Bug, for popping in. Appreciate the hell out of you, buddy. Appreciate the hell out of the chat. Thank you guys so much. Everyone out there is awesome. The Hangover Gang Army, love you all. Thank you, everyone, for the super chats. Were great. Thank you guys very much for that. The moderators, love it all. Appreciate the hell out of all you. Make sure, if you haven't already, to double tap that like and subscribe. If you're rewatching this, drop a comment. It always helps with the algorithm. Remember to check out Coffee Brand Coffee. The link is in the video chat above, and it's also in the video description. Click that link. Use promo code VETS. Get 10% off. I greatly appreciate it. That helps me out, and you're getting some amazing fucking coffee at the same time. So again, thank you all. I already said double tap. Share this out there with everyone as always, because everyone knows that you don't gotta be a vet to enjoy this content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Oh, God! Ah!